Good morning. Thanks for joining us for the Ag Report. Well, getting the next generation involved in the ag business is a priority for darn near every producer. Well, I can tell you that the Western Montana Stockmen's Association is really getting it done through their Scholarship Heifer program. Nick Corville, a rancher from Charlotte, explains how the program got started.
6 or 7 years ago, the committee decided to purchase a heifer with the intentions of donating it to a kid that was interested in the beef industry. And in that 6 or 8 years, we've ear-tagged 68 heifers that have gone to individuals, and that's now transitioned into we've given some pairs away to the local FFA groups, and even as far away as the Yellowstone Boys and Girls Club.
Nick added, it's been fun to see what the kids have done, growing their herds, selling steers to other 4-H members, direct marketing beef, and even becoming donors to the program. Speaking of, Nick says if anyone is interested in supporting the program in Lake, Sanders, Mineral, Lincoln, and Missoula County, they're looking for heifer donations, and they have a budget to purchase heifers as well. And the Montana Cowboy Hall of Fame has announced their 16th class of inductions into its prestigious ranks. The inductees are honored for their notable contributions to the history and culture of Montana. 24 Cowboy legends inducted this year, with 2 from each of the 12 districts across the state, 1 living inductee and 1 legacy inductee. They'll be honored at the annual induction ceremony in Great Falls on February 10th. We'll appreciate you being up early with us this morning. Join us back here shortly for more ag news and the markets.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought. There always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Welcome back to the Ag News. Well, Angus breeders across the nation registered just over 300,000 head of cattle in the recently ended fiscal year. Now, 1 out of every 5 Angus bulls sold actually comes from Montana and Wyoming. Here you can see the top 10 producers who registered the most Angus cattle in Montana, recording a total of over 7,900 head with the American Angus Association. The top sire across the country for the fiscal year was Deer Valley Growth Fund, siring 5,000 calves. He was followed by GAR Hometown, Sitz Resilient, DB Iconic, and Tehama Tahoe. Well, feeder cattle futures back in the red with concern about how much higher the placements figure will be in Friday's Cattle on Feed report. Now, early week cash sales were about $1 higher on light numbers at $185 on a live basis and $293 on the rail. Starting to test the bred female market now. Both bred cows and fall pairs selling at Montana Livestock Auction. Heifer pairs brought $2,950. 3 to 7-year-old pairs $2,400 to $3,000. The young bred cows $1,800 to $2,510. Steep pressure on the lighter lambs at Pays. 60-pound lambs selling $218 to $230. 70 to 90-pound lambs $207 to $222. And the wheat market a little higher at midweek. With drought in Australia, China may turn to other sources for wheat imports, and the U.S. could benefit. And higher prices and tight supplies in India could cause them to remove their wheat import tax, which would add market support. Well, that's it for today's report. Thanks for joining us, and have a good one.